One of the general principles that I firmly believe that is an underlying theme in all of the ideas that we're putting forth is that we must go from an entitlement society to an empowerment society, which means you help people to help themselves, not another entitlement. Anecdotally, not long ago we were in Florida, and we were in this restaurant, and this young man who was a waiter in the restaurant recognized me, and he came up to me and said, "Mr. Cain, you know that old saying, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, teach a man a fish, and he'll eat for a lifetime?" I said, "Yes." This young man, who happened to be black, said, "I don't want a fish. I want an economy that's going to allow me to learn how to fish and achieve my American dream." This is the message that we have to begin to tell people. No entitlement program.
Gentlemen, would you favor then a voucher system where you gave people that needed health care some type of a voucher to acquire that health care as opposed to a benefit system?
Yes, I could be supportive of a voucher system, but not if the voucher was going to pay all of the costs. People need some skin in the game. If they don't have any skin in the game, it's real easy for them to say, well, how much more is the government going to give me? So it would depend upon how you define it.
I'd like to just bring up an issue that was fought by the current governor of Georgia, Nathan Deal, and we served in Congress together, the eligibility standards for Medicaid. And those eligibility standards were significantly eroded by actions that were initiated by then Speaker Pelosi. And I mentioned in my remarks about how now the set of a requirement for citizenship, which included a birth certificate, a social security number, and other identifying documents, it's now been reduced to attesting to a 9-digit number that's supposed to be a social security number. My question that I asked Mr. Cain first is, would you restore that standard that Nathan Deal fought to keep?
Absolutely, I would restore that standard. We should not make it easy for people to cheat. We should, look, we can't get on an airplane without showing the right kind of identification. And it's not just restoring the requirement in order for people to qualify for Medicaid. I absolutely agree with what Governor Deal was trying to do. But I also happen to believe that we should require IDs, photo IDs, for people to vote, so we can also get a lot of this fraud out of that. Why not? And the people that are fighting using voter ID in order to be able to do one of the most important things that we do in electing our elected officials, they're fighting it because they want cheating to continue, and there's more cheating going on in this country than a lot of people want to admit. We've talked about what some people have described as the biggest elephant in the room, entitlement programs, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. But as you can see, Speaker Gingrich and I are not afraid to talk about this. It starts with being honest with the American people, because the United States government has been intellectually dishonest with the American people now for nearly 50 years. And let's not forget, getting back to another point that Newt made, that yes, if we talk about these programs individually, ultimately they all work together, and it all come back to what is the best form of help to people, that you want to get them off Medicaid, and education and a job. So don't forget about, we've got to grow this economy, which is job one, such that there will be jobs available. If they go through the training program like Newt talked about, that's looking at the whole problem we need to address, and not just how we more efficiently give away money. No, we've got to look at the whole spectrum such that people want to get off of it. Now, you're going to have a few people that are going to be lazy. And the people who choose to be lazy, who do not want to help themselves, well, that's their little boogie-woogie, as my grandmother used to say.
Just a quick follow-up.